67 for Barneveld to make it 5-4. Double 8. Just taking his time. I wonder, has that blocked the bag?
51.
So a chance again for Mawson.
Yeah, may go the 16 route here. I think he likes the treble 16 on 104. He's got it. He's got 16. Wants the treble 16 now for tops. That's the reason he goes that way. 4 16s and tops. Oh yes, 104. Another break and throw to Mawson. This man will not lie down.
Absolutely sensational from Mawson. More pressure on Barney. Double 16, one dart.
Oh, all over the show, Stuart. That was never going to go near. Now then, Mawson for a 6-4 lead into the break. It will be 4-1 in the session. Mawson 6, Barneveld 4. What a fantastic game this is turning out to be.
This could be a 4th consecutive leg for Barney. Hits the flight, double 10. He's missed 4 darts to go 8-6 up. Well, the shake of the head says more than 1,000 words.
So, Mawson now for tops. That's a lovely mark, and if he can just put this underneath there, to the right of it, yes, but in it goes. 7 legs apiece. 2 in, 3 in, brilliant darts from Mawson. That will hurt Barneveld in the same way that his 180 a couple of hours ago hurt Phil Taylor. And now Mawson 111 for 9-7. Oh, treble 17 he wants. Tops he wants, 111, check out! Brilliant stuff from Mawson! Oh, yes! 291 checked out in 6 darts.
Barney's not been able to respond. Advantage the American for a place in the final.
100.
What a good last dart. Thought it was in, but waited for Bruce Bentley to confirm. 100 now is worth twice as many, I think, to these lads as Barney's
42.
wayward there, and now holding in possibly on a famous victory.
Treble 19 would leave double 12 for Mawson to beat Barney. Oh, he'll be back though. Barney on the verge of losing for the first time ever at the Reebok. What a performance from Gary Mawson on the verge of the final.
Double 12 wanted for a 10-8 victory, and Gary Mawson, the rank outsider, is in the final of the Blue Square UK Open. Barneveld loses his first game at Bolton in 3 years. Mawson is the man.
America's Gary Mawson there, so cool under pressure. Confirmation of our 2 semi-final results then, if you've just joined us. James Wade, a 10-4 victory over last year's beaten finalist Van der Voort. And Raymond van Barneveld losing for the first time on this UK Open stage in 3 years by America's Gary Mawson. It means Wade against Mawson, and the final isn't too far away. Looking back at that, Rod, you were saying you'd spotted 1 or 2 faults in Van Barneveld's game. What's going wrong with it, do you think?
Well, in my opinion, David, I've said it for possibly, I don't know, 5 or 6 months. I don't believe that these darts are the right darts for him. You know, when they're going in the board, they're going in the board like this, where the other darts used to go in the board straight. So as he's throwing the dart, it's going to always go to the left if it's going to miss. And he does hit an awful lot of 5s, and when he goes for a 19, he hits the 7s as well. Now, at that top level, you can't make mistakes, and one thing Mawson was good at, he punished Barney for his mistakes.
He has been, like you say, changing his darts, changing the speed of his throw, tampering with the game, changing flights, which puts doubts in your mind, doesn't it, at times?
Of course it does. I mean, we all know Taylor done it, and Taylor's come out brilliantly, although he lost today. But that don't mean it's right for everybody. Do you know what, Dave? Sometimes you've just got to put your foot to the hockey and throw darts and clear everything out of your head. Go back to perhaps the old darts that he did the 9-darter with in I think it was Brighton in the early days, you know. Go back to them. You've got to be comfortable with what you want, not with what other people perhaps want round you. You know, freedom on the stage is what you're up there on your own. You can't bring on a sub, so you want to be free in your head. And I just think Barney's a little bit clogged up at the moment.
All right, his opponent in the final, of course, James Wade's opponent is Gary Mawson. Gary Mawson from the USA. He's brought one or two fans with him. Here's Helen.
I found Johnny Kaczynski up in the players' bar. Johnny, how delighted are you for Gary?
Oh, it's unbelievable. This is so important for American darts, and he's shot so well throughout the whole tournament, and he's definitely on a high. I mean, he's playing great, and it's just an unbelievable feeling, not only for him but for us as well.
And to beat Raymond van Barneveld, I know in his interview afterwards he said Rod Harrington, you wrote me off. But the bookies are rarely wrong. He was the outsider. He was a big price. A lot of people didn't expect him to beat Raymond, but I know that he had in a previous tournament, the American Open.
Yeah, he did. That was a few weeks ago, and he beat him there, and he played really well. The thing with Raymond is, I mean, he played Phil, and I think it took everything out of him. I mean, that was an unbelievable match too. So to come off of that and then come back to play, and Gary has nothing to lose and everything to gain, you know. And he's played so well throughout the tournament. He just has no care. I mean, he's unbelievable, and the fans are backing him. And you know what? This is what makes darts go round, is these people out here. I mean, it's unbelievable to have a following like that, and now we need to break it into America, bigger than what it already is, and it's going to be huge.
How is it going in America, and how well will this, you know, if Gary was to win here tonight, how well will that filter back to the people in the States?
Oh, it's going to filter back more than anybody can imagine, because I mean, the progress has been great. Okay, we've had a lot of good things happen, and a few players traveling over here and trying to make a difference. And now with something like this, whether he wins or loses, it's gonna break into America, and it's gonna be really big. And I can't wait, because I'm gonna be part of it.
Oh, fantastic! I was going to say, has he now got the mettle to go out and win this? But you know, if you look at his form, just beating Raymond van Barneveld, it's only a 20-minute gap. There was maybe around the 14th, 15th leg. They were both playing shaky darts, a few stray 1s and 5s and even 7s down the bottom. Do you think that he'll be thinking about that at all?
No, I really don't think. I mean, he's just beaten probably, you know, obviously one of the best players in the world. So what else is there? I mean, James is a fantastic player, and he's been playing great for how long now? So
do you think there was a little bit of nerves kicking in, because you know you're very, very close then to get into the finals?
I think
so
it was
more relaxed now he's there.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of nerves on both sides.
Yes, certainly.
Raymond's doubles were straying a little bit, but Gary took advantage of every opportunity. So I think it's going to be the same way in this match. Gary, if Wade makes a mistake, Gary's got to take advantage of it, no doubt.
Johnny, thank you very much for talking to us. Let's go and watch the final.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah, the final not too far away. Mawson, by the way, 250 to 1 with the bookmakers before the tournament. He was 33 to 1 before the semi-finals to win the final itself. There's always a surprise package in this tournament.
Yeah, I think the last 3 years, you know, we've 4 years. I think we had Barry Bates, Mark Walsh, Van der Voort last year, and now Gary Mawson. And you know what I like about the guy, you know, he has always got a big smile on his face. He is enjoying it. And what he did to Barney, he punished Barney for Barney's mistakes.
He's just having a party here, isn't he?
Well, yeah, I think he is, Dave, you know, and like I said, you know, when you're relaxed and enjoying yourself and you're always the underdog, you know, your throw becomes easy. You don't put yourself under too much pressure, and, you know, that's exactly what he's done. I've upset him, so he won't want to get a bit aggressive till afterwards.
You hope he wins now. All right, the final, James Wade against Gary Mawson is coming next.